spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Walker. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. For the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready, you're going to be tested all night by this team.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. To throw again, Wilcox. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Wilcox. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Seahawks 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, check that, street.
Operating from the gun, Wilcox. Walker with a grab, left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a cross. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Nighthawks, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here for the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilcox. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already? They're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Sometimes in the run game, you could make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check smash, check smash.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Gets around him, powering forward. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go now.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilcox. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
30-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
19. Back to 60.
They'll look to throw here. Completion here to Claypool. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Quick slant finding Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Gibson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Howell down to throw it. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 19 yards away. And the Nighthawks get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, it's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Gibson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a lot of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilcox. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilcox. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Wilcox. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilcox. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Right there, hurt.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilcox. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose.
Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Howell, another throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. It got his man complete. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 68 yards. And the Nighthawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Howell throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Wilcox. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They're tackled by Cole Holcomb. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Wilcox. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him. On 3rd down, Wilcox.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
McCann's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
Touchdown! Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, Howell to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wilcox. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Darnell Mooney from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep... And now here is another interception. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Running right, here's McAllister. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Trap 60. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Wilcox. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count right in your mind? What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
At the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Howell. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Howell. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On the counter, it's Walker. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the give, McAllister with it. Room here to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilcox over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to McAllister. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Deuce McAllister. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a